We don't talk about this enough. As the year winds down, the pressure rises. We rush to hit goals. We look at everything unfinished. We compare our journey to everyone else's highlight reel. And then the quiet question arrives. Was I enough this year? Year-end stress isn't just deadlines and to-do lists. It's emotional. It's reflective. It's personal. So today we're going to talk about how to handle the anxiety, expectations, and inner conversations that show up in the final weeks of the year. Welcome back, beautiful souls and seekers of healing, truth, and transformation. This video is for anyone who feels the weight of the closing chapter. The pressure, the reflection, the stress, the fear, and all the emotions you've been trying to outrun. You're not alone in this. Why year-end stress is real. Endings activate our nervous system. The brain is wired to wake up when something comes to a close. A project, a chapter, a season, a relationship, or a goal. So year-end stress isn't in your head. It's a psychological and biological response to transition. Endings trigger the survival brain, comparison, perfectionism, fear of falling behind, and pressure to prove yourself. Your brain doesn't see the calendar as a number. It sees a symbolic ending. It asks, am I safe? Did I do enough? What comes next? And that's why this season can feel heavy, even if everything looks fine on the outside. The emotional overwhelm and the should-have trap. Year-end reflection can easily turn into self-judgment. I should have done more. I should be farther along. I should have changed by now. But those thoughts don't reflect your truth. They reflect pressure and comparison. So this season, we shift the inner voice. From blame to compassion, from regret to understanding, from comparison to clarity. Because the should-have voice isn't wisdom. It's fear dressed as expectation. Your worth was never measured by productivity, speed, or achievement. Your worth is measured by your courage, your healing, your effort, and your growth. And none of that disappears at the end of a year. How anxiety shows up at the end of the year. Year-end anxiety doesn't always look like panic. It can look quiet and invisible. Irritability, tension in your body, burnout, insomnia, racing thoughts, or shutting down emotionally. Sometimes it sounds like, I'm fine, when you're holding everything together by a thread. Anxiety doesn't always speak in words. It speaks through your body, your energy, your sleep, and your reactions. Your nervous system is telling a story your voice hasn't been able to say yet. And that story deserves to be heard. The myth of the perfect year. There's a lie we're taught to believe. A good year is a perfect year. But perfection isn't the measure of a meaningful life. A real year includes mistakes, changes, loss, growth, unfinished goals, and unexpected chapters you never planned for. No one walks through 12 months without being changed. Because growth doesn't always look like winning, growth can look like learning, healing, failing forward, or simply surviving something you didn't think you could. Your year doesn't need to be perfect to be powerful. Instead of asking, what did I fail at? Ask, what did I learn? Instead of focusing on what didn't happen, try what did I overcome? Because reflection isn't about regret, it's about wisdom. Ask yourself, who did I become this year? What changed inside me? What did I face that I never thought I could? What is one thing I'm proud of today? Healthy reflection isn't self-criticism, it's self-awareness. It turns mistakes into lessons, struggles into resilience, and experiences into growth. That's how you honor the year you live, not by judging it, but by understanding it. Coping strategies for year-end stress. 1. Slow your pace. You don't need to finish the year in a rush. End it with intention, not urgency. 2. Take breaks. Rest is not laziness. Rest is productivity and recovery. 3. Limit comparison. Your timeline is not meant to look like anyone else's. 4. Reevaluate priorities. Not everything needs to be completed this month. Some things can wait. Some things deserve space. 5. Use grounding practices, breathwork, movement, journaling, music, warmth, or stillness. Anything that brings your nervous system back down. Notice what helps your body feel safe again. Your peace is not a luxury. It's a strategy for survival and healing. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to not have everything figured out, to be tired, to be proud of how far you came, to be imperfect, to simply be human. You don't need to meet every expectation. You don't need to finish every goal. The purpose of this season isn't perfection, it's presence. It's giving yourself space to breathe, to rest, to acknowledge your growth, and to end the year with self-compassion, not pressure. You're allowed to be unfinished and still be enough. Emotional closure versus emotional pressure. Some years close softly, some close with grief, uncertainty, or change. You might be ending a relationship, a job, a season of life, a dream, or a version of yourself you've outgrown. Closure isn't about forcing yourself to be over it. Closure is allowing yourself to feel what the year meant. Let yourself say, "This year was hard, I struggled," and also, "This year changed me, I grew." Because both are true, you can honor the pain and honor the progress. Emotional closure isn't pressure, it's permission to honor your experience and carry forward only what serves you. The deep lesson. The end of the year is not a report card, it's a mirror. It reflects who you became, not the things you didn't finish or the goals that changed. You deserve a year end that is soft, honest, and healing. Because a meaningful year isn't defined by perfection. It's defined by growth, resilience, and the choices you made to keep going. Even if this year was messy, even if it looked different than you imagined. You made it through every hard moment. You kept showing up, and that is worth honoring. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Nori, and this is my AI twin sister, Nora, exploring mental health, reflection, and emotional resilience. If this video brought you comfort or clarity, please like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what was the hardest part of this year for you, and what is one thing you're truly proud of? Remember, beautiful soul, you don't need a perfect ending. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need a compassionate one.